always will patch test somebody. So if you're going to go and get some kinesio taping done, make sure that your therapist will patch test you in a very vulnerable area. So say inside of your elbow or just behind your ear. And if you're not allergic to that and tape is put onto you with no, and it's really important that the therapist knows about the negative pressure. So don't just go to somebody who say, oh yeah, I can do that and do 50% pressure. It's not what you need. What you need is somebody who will do negative pressure so that when you, they will put you into a position where you're in a stretch, and when you come back, there's a big wrinkly pattern. I've got a good picture of that actually, because otherwise it can cause irritation. Here are some scar taping. So here's one. This is a way to move a scar when it is knotted in the middle. So you will put, you can see the two colours, crisscrosses over the top so that when the person moves, it's actually really wriggling that tissue to loosen an adhesion. And this is another way to do it. So it's a, when I said I did one side and one the other, this is to draw a scar out. So there's, the first one goes underneath, and that's got the same amount of pressure as this one. But what I want to do is open that scar back. This is a lady who has had a mastectomy, and her posture was pulled over, which happens an awful lot of the time. She didn't want a prosthetic, but she was finding that she had a shoulder pain. So I put her into a position where her shoulder is like this, and I taped. And when she brings her shoulder back, this is how it's supposed to look. Can you see? So it's your body that is making those little lifts and wrinkles in the tape. And the thing that you need to do is to exercise so that you will wrinkle and straighten those tapes. So in her case, it was a wrinkle, straighten, so that she could get some power back in her shoulder. This tape here is a full tape, and it goes from the front right over to her back so that it draws her shoulder back. This is with tension, so that I'm encouraging her whole shoulder blade to come back. But when you are doing a correction tape, it's these big lines, big thick bands. When you are doing lymphatics, we cut it into fan shapes, into 3, 4, 5 little strands.